most of it got ground pretty fine. So here's our IPA grist. Just mash in the beast.
Like the name.
This is about 68 degrees, so we'll have to see how much it loses. Lost a ton of temperature when I put it into this one beast. It's gonna be a super loose mash.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so it was, did I say 17 liters?
Mm.
Now, here's another 1.5 liters of boiling water. Try and raise it, hopefully a degree or two. What was our original target mash?
What, 65?
65? I think we hit it.
Nice. By the way, should we boil this for 19 minutes as well?
The IPA?
Yeah.
For 60 minutes, you mean?
90.
Or are we boiling the IPA?
Pilsner.
Oh, yeah. This is Zesting 101 here. Well, at least I had this thing from IKEA. To just have like a grater would have been an even bigger mess than this. Make sure you have plenty to drink if you are going to zest something. Or 2.5 kilos of tiny, tiny fruits. It's really tough to zest these because they're so soft. Yeah, so maybe clementines weren't the best idea for. Oh!
What?
I'm spraying the juice everywhere. Just hand squashing them. It's rustic in here. Oh!
Should probably use 2 hands.
No. Then I would have to hold the camera with my teeth.
You could do that. I can take a picture of you doing that.
Squeeze the life out of it. Take that, Clementine. And now it's mass grave. Clementine mass grave over here.
This fruit.
Drinking that black IPA. Let's see, 2 hands, maybe better than 1. Nope, it's still going everywhere. Then we got the sparge water in for the IPA. Already ran off 15 liters. Just got to pick up another 12 to 15 or so. Oh, I can feel hitting the manifold. I don't want to pull it out. Yeah, that's good enough. Just stirring it up to wash off the sugar. We've put all the zest from our clementines into this oversized tea herb ball, and it's gonna go steeping in the wort at flame out. It smells awesome. It's gonna be a good Christmas IPA. So just waiting for boil there. Can finally sit down. Now we've got the bittering hops in the IPA, and we've got here's our stout cooling. spouting. Got the ghetto hop spider going here. Got a lot of, that's nice. Putting in 1 liter of Clementine juice.
Smells Christmas.
Wow, the hot ball smells even Christmassy. Beer.
Look at the juice that's coming out of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, great.
Hmm.
How much longer to flame out?
I'll just put that in.
Yeah, just put the, yeah, so all of those in, just a couple minutes to flame out.
A couple seconds.
Oh, a couple seconds?
Yeah. We're kind of there already. 50 seconds left.
Oh yeah, okay, so 100 grams of mosaic in. And I'll just kill the flame.
Yeah, just a sec. I'm just gonna mix it all up in here. Yep.
Flame off.
And start water.
Yep.
Oh. We don't want that.
Nope. Leaky chiller. Always be careful with a leaky chiller. The end of the brew day. 99th Clementine IPA. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the spare room, Rock on Beer viewers. You just watched the brewing of my Clementine Christmas IPA, which I've also entered into an IPA contest, so that's exciting. It's an exciting brew. And it is actually the day after Christmas now, so, and I've served quite a few of these for the holiday, and I thought that it's time to do a little review of it, because I think it came out pretty good. Let's have a taste here. This is I bottled this one because there wasn't quite enough. We didn't get quite enough yield for a keg, so pour it out here. Man, you can see how nicely carbonated it got. Got just absolutely perfectly carbonated. Huge head on it, which is cool. You can see a lot of carbonation coming out of solution there. It's got a really nice color to it. It's I mean, it's mostly Pilsner malt and Cara pills, so obviously it's got that really nice light yellow bordering into slight orange. And the smell is really cool. It has you get that Clementine in there actually, but it's mixed with there's some like winey bubblegum, tropical bubblegum smell that's definitely from the Nelson and the Mosaic, but there's something that gives it a little bit, it's a little bit different than I've ever smelled from those two hops on their own. So the Clementines are in there somewhere, and I mean, it just smells really great. It's like, yeah, it's like tropical fruit juicy bubblegum hoppiness. I'm really proud of the smell that came out on this one. It's got just a great aroma to it, and sorry, I can't stop smelling it. But I'm gonna get a little drink here. Now you get that bubble gumminess in the actual beer itself. Lots of fruit, lots of tropical. I mean, you taste a lot more mosaic in the actual flavor. But on the back end, it's very very fruity, very yeah. It's just, I mean, this is, yeah, it's a pretty tropical bomb here. It's bitter. It's got a really firm bitterness to it, which I actually think that we extracted. We probably got some bitterness that came out of the actual peel itself when we steeped that. I don't think we actually I don't think we accounted for that in the recipe. So we gave it a nice you know, IPA on the low scale IPA IBU of about 30 IBU, but I think that we picked up a lot more bitterness from the fruit, possibly from, you know, that white pith inside. It's usually pretty bitter, but it's not too distracting. There's, yeah, like I said, that bubblegummy flavor, and then there's a little bit of malts in the background as well, and but definitely tons and tons of Nelson and Mosaic. And then just a kind of spicy maltiness and a little bit of like true fruity fruit flavor. You know, like you get from actual fruit juice. It's kind of in there, which is what we were going for. It's super dry. It dropped to right around 10:10. I don't have my notes right in front of me, but that'll be in the blog post. You can see the recipe for this beer and the blog post in the description. There'll be a link as well. But it went, I think it went below 10:10 just slightly, so it really got, you know, sucked down, and probably that liter of fruit juice helped that out. The fermentation was pretty vigorous. I mean, basically it's yeah, it's super dry, and that fruit juice acted as our, you know, our white sugar that we would have normally put into a an IPA. You can see I'm going through it pretty fast. It's very drinkable. Like I said, it's crisp, it's dry, but it's not thin dry. I mean, it's a little thin because it did drop, it did attenuate really well, but I feel like that kind of fruity flavor kind of gives it a little added body, and we carbonated it a little high to get that, to kind of boost the body of it a bit. The only thing that I would try to fix on it is, like I said, that bitterness. It does take a little bit away from that bubblegum fruit, tropical fruit flavor, because it is very, and it's not just a hot bitterness. It's kind of it's in like an organic bitterness, like a fruit rind or yeah. But I would definitely drop the IBUs from the hops a little bit to kind of try and smooth it out. But all in all, there's not a lot I can say bad about this beer that I would change. This is a great beer. I would actually count it as one of my favorite beers that I've ever brewed. And yeah, it went over well for Christmas. It tastes great. It's got some nice Clementine flavor, but it's light and drinkable, and I'm gonna enjoy the few bottles that I have left. And yeah, it's great. If you, like I said, if you want to check out the recipe and the notes from the brew day, that is on my blog, rockonbeer.com, and the link is in the description. So go check that out, and I welcome you to brew it, and if you do, please let me know how it comes out. And in the meantime, you can check me out on Facebook if you like the page. That really helps me out. And subscribe here on YouTube. That's also really helpful. And yeah, I hope that you had a good Christmas and happy brew years. And cheers.